Lee Patrick Strobel, born January 25, 1952, is an American Christian author and a former investigative journalist. He has written several books, including 4 which received ICPA Christian Book Awards 1994, 1999, 2001, 2005 and a series which addresses challenges to a biblically inerrant view of Christianity. He also hosted a television program called Faith Under Fire on Pax TV and runs a video apologetics website. Strobel has been interviewed on numerous national television programs, including ABC's 2020, Fox News, and CNN. Life and career. Strobel was born in Arlington Heights, Illinois. He received a journalism degree from University of Missouri and a Master of Studies in Law degree from Yale Law School, becoming a journalist for the Chicago Tribune and other newspapers for 14 years. In 1980, the UPI Illinois Editors Association Newspaper Award Program gave him a first place for public service, the Len H. Small Memorial Award, for his coverage of the Pinto crash trial of Ford Motor in Winamac, Indiana. Strobel states he was an atheist when he began investigating the biblical claims about Christ after his wife's conversion. Prompted by the results of his investigation, he became a Christian on November 8, 1981. Strobel was a teaching pastor of Willow Creek Community Church in South Barrington, Illinois, from 1987 to 2000, before shifting his focus to writing and producing his TV show, Faith Under Fire. He continues to speak periodically at churches and has been a board member of the Willow Creek Association. In 2007, he was awarded an honorary doctoral degree by Southern Evangelical Seminary in recognition of his contributions to Christian apologetics. Strobel and his wife Leslie have 2 children and several grandchildren. His daughter Allison is a novelist, and his son Kyle is an assistant professor of spiritual theology and formation at the Talbot School of Theology. Selected works. The Case for Christ. The Case for Christ retraces his conversion to Christianity. The book summarizes his interviews with 13 evangelical Christian scholars: Craig Blomberg, Bruce Metzger, Edwin Yamauchi, John McCrae, Gregory Boyd, Ben Witherington III, Gary Collins, D. A. Carson, Louis Lapides, Alexander Metherell, William Lane Craig, Gary Habermas, and J.P. Moreland, in which they defend their views regarding the historical reliability of the New Testament. Strobel's personal experience while encountering these scholars and their beliefs was portrayed in the 2017 drama film of the same name. The Case for Faith. In his book The Case for Faith, a journalist investigates the toughest objections to Christianity. Strobel replies to doubts about Christianity, including the problem of evil, the contradiction between miracles and science, whether God is worthy of worship if he kills innocent children, whether Jesus is the only way to God, and the Church's history of oppression and violence. The Case for a Creator. The Case for a Creator consists of interviews with intelligent design advocates and Christian apologists who argue for the existence of a creator. Not in citation given. The advocates interviewed in the chapters and their topics of discussion are as follows. Intelligent design advocate and Discovery Institute Center for Science and Culture CSC fellow Jonathan Wells presents a case against evolution. Philosopher of science Stephen C. Meyer discusses the relationship between science and religion, as well as the origin of life, arguing against the likelihood of abiogenesis without the assistance of a creator. Philosopher of religion William Lane Craig discusses the Big Bang and argues for a creator as first cause, using the Kalam cosmological argument. International Society for Complexity, Information and Design fellow and philosopher Robin Collins discusses the anthropic principle and argues that the universe must be designed by a creator. Astronomer Guillermo Gonzalez and theologian Jay Richards present a case that the rare earth hypothesis supports intelligent design. Biochemist Michael Behe discusses irreducible complexity in biology as an argument for a creator, and philosopher and theologian J.P. Moreland examines the supposed existence of consciousness separate from the brain, including near-death experiences, as an argument for a creator. The Case for the Real Jesus. The Case for the Real Jesus. A journalist investigates current attacks on the identity of Christ, presents a number of counter-arguments to challenges to the evangelical Christian view. Strobel addresses differences between the portrayal of Jesus in the non-canonical Gospels versus the 4 canonical Gospels, whether the Church has changed this depiction over time, new explanations that challenge Jesus' resurrection, the proposed origins of the Jesus story in pagan religions, whether Jesus fulfills messianic prophecies, and whether contemporary people should have the freedom to believe what they want about Jesus. The Case for Christianity Answer Book. The Case for Christianity Answer Book uses a question-and-answer format to address typical questions concerning Christianity, including the internal consistency of the Bible, intersections between religion and science, the problem of evil and the resurrection of Jesus. Other books. Strobel says that he wrote inside the mind of unchurched Harry and Mary to help advance lay people's understanding of Christianity and to increase the effectiveness of evangelistic efforts, and says the book includes insights drawn from his own experiences as a former atheist as to why people avoid Christianity. Experiencing the Passion of Jesus was co-written with Gary Poole as a discussion guide for Mel Gibson's film The Passion of the Christ. Strobel and Poole also co-authored Exploring the Da Vinci Code.